Hey fam, hey, what is goody in the web stream hoodie? It is your host, MC Miss Marvel Storm 110, aka Latoya Just Sharpie, if you know me. And we have a dope show. We have a dope show today, girls and boys and kiddos. Y'all don't even know. Listen, y'all are tuned in to Ark Carpe Diem Podcast, where we are building arcs, building brands, and telling stories. And we got the fabulous, the wonderful, the dope, the talented Lena Michelle up in the room. Give them a shout out. Let them know what's good, girl. Let them know.
Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Hey,
yes. Yes. And this woman is on a journey. She has been through it. She has got to the point where she can teach you about her journey. She has hot music that's already out, music that's coming out, and she's about to go on tour, y'all. Y'all already know it. She stopped by to give us some time from the way back from the gym. You know, she got snatched and then was like, hey, I'm getting snatched, so I'm going to unsnatch y'all some time, okay? So, first things first, honey, these stream plays, baby, they are streaming. I listened to that Black Lives Matter song, honey. I'm not gonna lie, I cried a little bit, a few times. I had to get out my feelings real quick because I was like, no. Honey, what were you thinking when you were going through the process of making that song? What made you make that song?
Well, that was around the time that God rest his soul, George Floyd had lost his life. And it's like it seemed like everything was coming back to back, one after another, And I said, let me tell you how we feel. And this was coming from me and my heart, and some experiences I had. Thank you, Jesus, that it never turned violent, but at the same time, it could turn violent. And so I just thank God that it didn't, that I was able to be alive to even express everything of how I feel.
Exactly. And we needed that to happen. We needed somebody to come out, because a lot of artists have been doing it. A lot of artists have been saying, listen, this is not gonna fly. You're killing us too much. And I appreciate the fact that you came out, you made a song, and you made it a stance, because some people want to be in the middle. And the fact that you took the stance, you know what I'm saying? It might be a lot, but it's not a lot though. Out of 100, it's probably 10. You feel what I'm saying? And so the fact that you took that stance, baby, you okay with me for that. People need to know that. People need to understand that. What initially made you even start to want to sing? Like, what was like, hey man, I think I could sing? Like, what started this whole Lena Michelle journey, the Empress?
I have been singing since I was 3 years old. I can say a sentence. I was singing those sentences. And it just kept on going and going. It got to the point my mom said, when you got in trouble, you tried to sing your way out of trouble. Or little things that I had to do, I literally sing it, and I come up with a tune. And that's why I tell people, if your child says they want to do this or do that, watch them and help them and nurture them into that position. And after my husband heard me singing before we got married, he was like, he used that old school term, we're gonna put it on wax. And I said, okay, let's do it. And after that, it just seemed like people wanted to hear more. And here I am today with 8 awards and 2 albums.
I'm glad. Like, that's a beautiful story. First of all, husband and wife duo team. Husband was like, get your butt up and get out there and use that voice. Sing, okay? Get out there, anime. You better sing that song. But in a good way. In a good way. Rest in peace to Turner.
Without using the hands for abuse. He used them hands.
Exactly.
Baby, you left out, okay?
Exactly that, honey. Because we're not going to have that.
That's right.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to tell you something now. I looked on the Instagram, and I was telling you guys earlier, I seen the power team duo, the dynamic, and I was like, yes, Yes, honey, that's what we doing. We building great things. How first of all, how do you feel about this dynamic? Like, did you ever in a million years think that your husband was gonna be your biggest fan, your manager, your motivator? Like when y'all first met, did you think this was gonna be your journey?
No, honestly, I mean, it's like when you growing up, you know, a lot of times you always say this is what we want to do, but to actually pray about it, and then God has blessed somebody that just as into me and my as I am. Oh, we're unstoppable. We are unstoppable, baby.
Unstoppable, honey.
He gets on my nerves. Don't
Unstoppable.
get me wrong. But other than that, we're unstoppable.
Let me ask you a question. I just gotta know: is blue your favorite color,
Yeah.
or is it one of your favorite colors? Because I see you be flossing the blue, and I'm like, honey, is that your trademark? Is that this? Hey, when you see blue, then you know that's me. That's me.
I would just say that I have also some family that would get like that. I don't want to, incriminate myself, but I love everybody and everybody, show me love. I love y'all, but blue is also one of my favorite colors too. So it's kind
That's
of
what's
cool.
up. That's what's up. You know, I had to put on the blue because I already knew. Had to put on the blue because I already knew. Because I already felt it in my soul. Okay. Now, take me back. Take me back to this beginning of this journey. What was the first track that you released? That you actually put out there into the world and said, God manifest me this journey?
I'm going to have to say it was On the Grind. It was a song called On the Grind. I put it out there. I didn't know what I was doing. I just used to be in the studio and you sing. Girl, my first ever time performing, I had the lyrics, reading the lyrics. And I was like,
Oh, Lord.
and it's like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Wait a minute. And I'm like, wait a minute. But more and more people wanted to hear more. And then with that track, it was a copyright issue. See, I didn't know everything either. So the official owner, who was a legend in the game, his management hit my management up and said, nice voice, but you need to stop because you owe us some money. I was like, yeah, we're going to stop that track. We're going to stop that now.
We're going to stop it. We're going to cease and desist. We're going to end it right there.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. And I just started doing my own thing and I started studying more too. Because a lot of times what we don't realize, you can't just jump into what you want to do. You also have to study the background of it to make sure whoever's over you is doing their job as well.
Exactly. And I feel like that's very important because I know several artists. Like I've made a few EPs myself. I worked on things and I had to do a little bit of research because I found out that it's better to make your own brand than it is to go through somebody else. And I found out that you have to do the research because if you just do things willy-nilly, it's going to be a problem. And I just want to know, like, what would be your advice to people wanting to get to where you at? Because there's other things we need to get into, like the fact that y'all have a business, like the fact that you have these new singles coming out, like the fact that you have this tour. But I want to know, what is your advice to someone who is starting off in their journey and who's afraid to start their journey?
Stop asking everybody to advice or listen to everybody's advice. Because Blueface said it best. I ain't gonna get into his personal business or whatever, but he said it best. You gotta tell me how to make a meal until you've made it. So
Exactly.
research yourself, read yourself, not just Google. Actually go to the library, go to a bookstore, actually get a book, sit down and read.
Right.
You have to do that. For example, McDonald's. Everybody thinks they got popular just by selling a few hamburgers. No, they actually got popular for real estate.
Exactly. They had to get the land first because you get more money from getting that land than you get from getting them stores.
Okay.
Thank girl. You did your research.
I'm telling you.
I love it.
Because nobody's gonna give you anything.
They're
Ain't
not.
nobody coming to save nobody other than God. Other than Jesus, okay? Ain't nobody gonna come up. gotta research.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people who are starting off as new artists think it's easy because they see people. Like people would look at you and they're like, oh my God, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's doing this. It gotta be easy. But it's not. You've been doing this your whole life. It didn't just start that day that you guys started. You've been singing your whole life. You've been working on your talent your whole life. And then you had to do research your whole life. Honey, that's a beautiful thing. And with all that research, with all the things that you've done, all the accolades, what would you say is the moment in your career where you felt like, hey, I'm really doing this? This is really happening, honey. I'm really doing it. Was it an award? Was it a song? Was it a fan? What was the point where you were like, yes, honey, I'm really on my journey. God has really got me there.
Ooh, I would probably have to say, that's a good question. Oh, girl, you got me. I probably would have to say when I got my first award, because my first award, it was fan choice. And
right.
From Las Vegas. And I had my people from all over voting. I mean, they were going hard in the paint. And then I had people from Egypt even hit me up. I had to put it in the translator, like, okay, thank you. Okay.
What are you saying?
But, right, what's going on? Okay, yeah, that's good. But they were saying, hey, we wish you well. Blessings to you. I just voted, and you're screenshotting. And when I got that award, I got a lot of hate, but at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'll put it to you like this. The person or the people that were in the award show, they were there years ago, so
right.
A certain person, they were collecting awards, it was like, okay, they re-won it. But then I stepped in and then some of their fans were like, you shouldn't have won it, you shouldn't have got it. But then my fans, okay, was like, no, it's the sheriff in town. Get ready.
It get ugly in there, does it not? It gets real. I didn't know. I thought that, I was like, shoot, she got an award. It must have been. I felt like that was like the moment you was like, everybody was like, hey, Lady Michelle, we doing it. God.
It's okay, because Cat Williams said it. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something right.
Facts.
So it's like, I'm going to keep on doing me. I'm going to keep on praying, meditating, working out, and doing what God wants me to do.
Who would be your dream duet when you or collab with when it comes to music? Or even, let's start with that, with music.
I would have to say Busta Rhymes.
Ooh, girl, you didn't say no Busta Rhymes. No, you didn't say. Put your hands on my eyes. No, that's my dude. Yes. Oh my God, I get it. Huh?
Him and Erykah Badu. I'm putting it out there in existence.
Oh,
that's going to be a trio right there. Okay, we're going to come out with a band song. So I'm putting it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's something soul for you. Because Busta hit them soulful licks. Like, I don't know what you're saying, bro, but you saying something deep. That's all I know.
Erykah Badu will come in there and she sprinkled her magic on it. And I'll probably be the deer in headlights, but at the same time, I put my little magic in there. I think that'll be a hype song.
Yes, I agree. When you said magic, I started to think. I honestly think she is magical. I think she is a magical being sent to the universe for us to spread something. I don't know, but she's got to be magical. I'm just saying. So you picked the right duo. You picked the right one. You just did, honey. When it comes to your next step, because first of all, you won the Music Awards in Las Vegas, the Spirit of Detroit Awards. You've got. Hold up. Let's see about these plays. Let's just say, honey, we have almost 100,000 plays, honey. Baby, I know you're doing music, but what would be your next venture? Do you want to do acting? Do you want to own your own record company? What is your next venture in this journey?
I love gift giving, and I just like to see the smile on people's faces. I would love to have a boutique that's internationally known, with my candles that I hand pour myself and do everything myself.
Yes.
I love glitter and glam. So I would
Right.
love something like that, have an international boutique. Because
Yeah.
if you see me on another day, you'd be like, oh, she a girly girl. Yeah.
Oh, I seen them pictures of it. Don't act like I didn't see them. I saw 'em. I said, girl.
Oh, I can look like a little tomboy now when it's me. But I love to be girly, and I just love to see people's faces, lit up when they receive a gift or when they're all dialed up. Something about that. It's like it lifts your spirit or something.
Exactly. I mean, getting some nice lotions, some nice smell good, some candles, some aromas, it does make you feel good. It takes you to a whole nother level. It's a spiritual thing almost.
Mhm.
So yes, tell them about your company. Tell them about it. Let them know. And let them know how to get to it.
Well, you can hit me up at lanamichelle.com or RnBEmpress.com. They link together. Um, I call them luxury candles because I make them look like dessert.
Mm.
Like to the point, a little kid seen one of my candles and he had his money out. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I can't eat it. I said, no, baby. And he put his little money up. I was like, sorry to deceive you. I'm sorry. But it looks that good.
I did it.
I also sell sunglasses, unique sunglasses, something that you're not going to see every day. And of course,
Exactly.
I love rhinestones, diamonds, anything that makes you pop when you walk in a room. Because the personality should already do it, but then if you got something where the light is reflecting off of you, like bam. I'm an empress. I'm an empress. I gotta do that.
Exactly. The Empress got to have it all that shines and glitters. Exactly. I get it, girl. I get it. Honey, I'm so excited. First of all, let me explain something to you. I know that you've been working on this for a long time, just really putting it in. But how long have you really been how long has it been since you started this goal to now?
As for with my music, it was before I got married, and I've been married for 12 years now.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a while, probably since 2009.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
I
wasn't really doing cover songs, because I said, let the greats keep their music. Let me become a great. How can I be great if I'm doing something that somebody else is doing? So yeah.
Yes. And that's a segue. We're going to talk about people trying to do stuff. Honey,
Okay.
Listen, your account, you had how many followers and what happened? Where you at? What's the real you? What's the story? What's the tea? Get into it.
I had 16,000.1, I think, thousand followers on my Instagram. And then that's when my music stream started going up, and it's like someone hacked in. One of my fans actually hit me up and said, hey, I can't get to your Instagram account. I said, well, wait a minute, what are you talking about? And I went to my Instagram. It was still there, but my picture was taken down and everything. So I hit the person up, and I'm trying to call my own page, like, what's going on? They left a post on my page saying, if you want this account, call this phone number. It was a WhatsApp number. And come to find out, it's somebody from Vietnam that got my picture.
Somebody from where?
Vietnam.
What?
Girl, I cried, but I said, it's okay. It's okay, because what is the Empress gonna do? She gonna start rebuilding. And that's what I've been doing.
That's crazy. Like the fact that could happen. You were building. I mean, it's not like your friends ain't stopped. It's not like you still ain't getting plays. It's not like you still ain't getting paid. It's just the point that This was a platform that you was using to help your business. And somebody just came and said, let me go ahead and do that. And it's like, wow. Like, I'm glad you told that story, because now everybody knows, like, if it can happen to you, it can happen to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So let's talk about this family business that you have. I know we don't have too much time, but I want to talk about real quick, what made you start having a family business to promote your brand? What made you do that? Like, what started this idea?
You know, I had got sick one time, and it was like, what is that when your voice go? Laryngitis.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, I have a show to do this Saturday. So this was like on a Monday that this happened. So I'm throwing the tea back. I'm throwing the honey back. I'm getting it together. So finally my voice started coming back, but it was still a little scratchy. And I'm still practicing. I was like, I gotta do it. So of course my manager / husband was like, baby, I'm not gonna have you out here looking like a fool. If you need to cut it, don't do it. I said, no, I got it. I can do it. I got out there, and it's, you know what? It's on YouTube. I got out there on the floor, and I started performing, and it was like I started having backaches too, you know. And I'm like, oh my God. So I sung, I did it, and I said, you know what? What if I didn't have my voice that day? You know, this is my money maker. So then I said, let me start doing candles, and started doing that, and then COVID hit. And then I was like, okay, let me keep doing these candles, see what it's going to do. Because the first thing I thought, you got these mothers out here, mothers and fathers out here, and they got boys, teenage boys in their house.
Yeah.
Locked in the house. So yeah,
I got to girls. One of those. Yep.
So I was like, let me do some candles. And it went from there, and I said, you know what, I'm going to keep doing it. Even though the pandemic did kind of die down, I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and I'm keep doing it. I got orders coming in left and right, and I cannot keep them on the shelf. I can do 30 candles right now in one day. They gone.
Lord. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. And what platform are you using to sell your candles off of, so people know, so they can go ahead and buy these candles?
Word of mouth and Facebook.
Word of mouth and Facebook. So you better hit it up on Facebook. That's the word of mouth. Hit it up on Facebook.
I can't even put them up on the website, because as soon as I announce, hey, I got some more candles, send me a picture. Hold that one for me. Here's my Cash App. I'm like, okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Them dimples, girl. Them dimples are dimpling.
Losing weight. Look, losing weight. They starting to come on back in.
Okay, well then I'm gonna have to get with the dimples, okay? Girl, listen. Because I want to wrap this up, because I said 22 minutes and we at 23. But I just wanna go ahead, tell people where they can hit you up, where they can find your new music, and what new songs you want them to listen to now on what platform.
You can hit me up at www.RnBEmpress.com. You can even go to Google, put in #RnBEmpress. I think I got over 15,000, maybe over that. Yeah, 15,000 clicks and searches on that, and you can find me on any platform. I want y'all to go and listen to my song Couples Thoughts. I wrote that during the pandemic. Yeah, I think my couples, they'll understand. Or if you're not in a relationship, you listen to that song, you're gonna be like, okay, understand. I think I'm real.
I get it. You know, it's 12 years with the same person, and COVID just was like, it's real. It's a lot of us time. It's a lot of us time.
Because at first I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool, and then I was like,
every day.
No, what, go downstairs. You starting to look different.
So much of
Did you eat
so
that?
much.
Did you really eat that? We in the house by ourselves, for real. You know.
So much.
hey, like, did you really just leave a little bit of Kool-Aid in the container?
Yes.
Girl, we turned in Harlem Nights. But then at the same time, we were able to pray together and pull closer together and do more research on what you do to expand.
I'm not gonna lie, them stimulus checks helped a lot out too.
You know what? We didn't get a stimulus check.
You did?
We got one stimulus check.
What?
Mm-hmm. Girl. Maybe I was at the mailbox. I was ready to go attack the mailman. Like, excuse me. Is my check? My check. My check. Excuse me. We got one check. Right. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. And then that pushed me to start promoting more online as well.
I mean, that is a beautiful story. Maybe not the postman not delivering your check, but the rest of it, the rest of it was delicious. Yes. Listen, I appreciate you for being on here. I hope to have you on here again sometime this year or whenever you're doing something else, because I love your work, your content, your personality. Girl, you was doing it. Thank you so much for being on here.
I'm gonna tell you, just like I tell everybody, once you invite me in your house, the next time I come back, I'm being the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm gonna kick off my shoes and be the refrigerator.
Go ahead, bring the refrigerator, the house shoes, and the jammy jams. Go ahead and do that.
I'm just telling you, I'm that one. You wake up at 3 o'clock, like, what you doing down there, girl? I just got that last cookie you had. Yep.
Okay.
I got some wine. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll share that with you.
All right. Girl, you crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being silly and crazy with me. I appreciate you. I'm about to jump off this live, but let you know that you can hit us up on Instagram. You can also hit up my girl on Instagram. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you for being a part of the Ark and building that 2x2, boo boo. Even though we went over, but oh well, it just happens. God gives you what you need.
That's how it goes.
Yes, exactly. I love you so much. Remember, if you love what you have everything you need. Until next time, it's MC Miss Marvel Stone 110, aka Latoya Justice Sherry. If you know me, smooches, peace. I can get out this line. Hold on, y'all. Wait, see. Okay, I'm getting off now.